Wait,
Rosie.
can I
Come
say
home,
something now?
Rosie.
Can I
Rosie,
say
shut
something?
your ass up and come home.
It's time to
I am a Black woman supremacist. That's number one. I believe in the divine feminine. I believe that the divine feminine is the source. The Black woman is the dominant, that the Black man is the recessive, and that we are the source and everything comes through us. And once it comes through the Black woman, we administer to the rest of the world. Now that's my worldview. Tell me a little bit about yours. Because wait a minute. Because when I went and looked at your site, you look like you was doing some manospheres, speaking point. You talking about misandry, which is the hate of men, and you a female. You should be talking about the divine feminine. So I'm gonna sum up what I felt when I saw your page. I felt that you was nothing but a dick rider. You riding with niggas instead of being on a divine feminine. Now I'm about to pass it to you.
Good old sister Dungquesha. Now this was a special request. Just know she gonna be in these comments, y'all. She, whatever y'all say, she gonna respond to every single one of your comments because she got time.
Yep, she will. Be careful what you say, or just know. You ain't gotta be careful, but know Dungquesha in his house, and she will be in the comments.
Hi Dungquesha. Let's get into it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm a dick writer. Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'll be that. I think that's what we were made to be at some point, right? Because we come from the rib of a man. So I'll be that. I'll be a dick writer. But there is misandry. And we can start with the first topic of act like a bulldog. Black women should act like a bulldog. If you're with the divine feminine, what's up with that?
I'll explain it to you. When you deal with the divine feminine, Rosie, I want you to understand that the
How is
divine feminine.
How is a bulldog divine feminine? What's
you
feminine
give me
about
a chance. Hey, Rosie,
okay.
Rosie, I'm about to unfold it for you. I'm about to explain it to you. The divine feminine deals with the nurture side, the loving side, but there's also the warrior side. The woman is also, she has warrior energy. She's not a one-trick pony. The Black woman deals from bliss. We have the full spectrum of emotions. We go from bliss to rage. And for me, we go from bliss to serial killer. Because if I have to take a nigga out, I will do that, Rosie. I'm on that type of energy.
Good Lord.
So I'm gonna let you know that bulldog is the divine warrior spirit in a Black woman that exists. And you need it when you in a white society that is oppressing us. We can't be like you, Mary Poppins. I'm married. I got a husband that I've been with for 19 years, and I live this perfect life. Do you not understand, Rosie, that we are in warfare? You out of your league playing with me. Bounce pass back to you, Rosie.
I understand the whole white supremacy part. Like, although I'm mixed.
The bulldog? Why I gotta be a bulldog though?
I thought the same thing. Why I gotta be a bulldog? Like we couldn't use a better example than that?
That's that dog that Martin brought out.
Rockwell. The stuffy plushie. Like
that's
we can't. That's not a good idea. That's not a good example.
It's not. It's not. I was gonna say hyena because all this divine feminine we talking about some pagan, psychological, spiritual movement, whatever. Like if you're a Bible believer, it ain't no divine feminine. She's basically saying you're a goddess, and that the Black woman is a goddess and all that.
Nah, that's where I go wrong. I mean, that's what me and Queasy go sideways. Respectfully, Queasy, I'm not. That's her belief. She, she says she's a Black female supremacist. I can't get with that. Like, I think we all exist on the same plane. At least our people. The Black man, Black woman, we should be lock in step, not one ahead of the other. We got different roles and different responsibilities and things that we bring to our own community, but it should be shoulder to shoulder in front of the Most High. That's just my opinion. Let us continue.
I do understand a Black woman's plight because I consider myself to be a Black woman. So while you say that you're with all this Black woman supremacy, like I feel you to a degree on that. I just don't agree that we have to use ferociousness and anger towards our own people, our own men. You called me a dick rider. I don't feel like men in our community deserve that from us. I think a woman can be soft and still be firm. You know, you don't have to be a pushover, but you don't have to be, knocking him upside his head. So I just, you should have confidence. You should definitely be powerful, but you should not go head to head with the men in your community. That's where I don't agree with you on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna let you know something, Rosie. When the men in the community is lazy, it's been 100 years since they've done anything productive, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of
that's
building stuff.
100 years.
Rosie.
That's insane.
It's been about 100 years. You are not going to be able to find anything worth in terms of building and organizing and doing it. You're not going to be able to find the Black man doing jack shit, but he stay on these YouTube streets.
Okay, wait 1 minute. In the last 100 years, that puts us back to 1926. Do you not know all the stuff that Black men and Black women have done for the community? Civil rights movement? There's actually people died for that. We just gonna forget. We're gonna forget all of that, Dungquesha?
Right.
Black men haven't done anything. MLK, Malcolm X.
It's all in the last 100. Even on the other side, the technological advances and inventions, and the things that we contributed on our smaller levels, music, a lot of different things. There's been so much contribution from our people to this whole thing we got going on right now. So this is a false narrative. That's kind of crazy.
Now there is some lazy bums out here.
Oh, for sure. It's one of those loud minority kind of situations.
Yeah.
Because we don't get nothing. We don't get any handouts. We don't get anything for free. We got to work for everything we get. So it's those lazy folk, them dudes that really don't do nothing. They just stand out much more heavily than the dudes that's upright, doing what they got to do, on the ball, supplying, providing for their family, and doing what they're supposed to do.
Dogging out the Black woman. And if you really understood who you were, who you are,
go, man.
And if you really understood it, you would not be on your channel talking about misandry, the hate of men. You would be on your channel empowering women. You have no clue what the masculine energy have done to you. But today, I'm going to enlighten you, Rosie, because you're not ready for this. Anytime you get a woman, you are a full woman. And on your channel, you could be empowering young Black girls. You can be empowering women, but you are choosing to deal with the hate of men. That means, like I said, Exhibit A, you are nothing but a rider. And
that's her channel. I mean, she's not coming on to we're not coming on to your channel telling you what to say and how to say it and who you should be down with. We're covering you on our platform, or other folks have covered Dungquesha on their platform and all that. So you free to say what you want, and she's free to say what she wants. Now, to backtrack a little bit of what she said the masculine energy, what it has done to roses. I'm looking more at like what it's done to Sister Queasy. Like, you telling her to go to the divine feminine, but in actuality, I'm sure most people would agree that Queasy, you're acting masculine. So it's like you telling her not to be masculine by being masculine. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I'm not Queasy. I don't want no beef. You don't have a fight here, Queasy. We're not giving you that. We respect you. We already went at it and did what we had to do with all that. This is we're just having a conversation. I just don't agree with you, Queasy. I'm not challenging you. We know Big Queasy in his house. We get all of that. We got that already. But just you telling her to be masculine be feminine with masculine energy, and telling her what the masculine energy done to her. I mean, we can point the same finger at you, Queasy. But anyway, let us continue.
It's not going to work out for you.
Okay, so when I talk about misandry, I'm usually talking about women that are unable to hold themselves accountable for the shit that they do. Because just because a man might do things wrong doesn't absolve you from the shit that you do wrong. So in some instances, I think that I'm totally appropriate for calling it out when I see it in women. I mean, period. Women can be hateful. Can they not? They can act like bulldogs. You don't think that they can be hateful? You don't think that they can be ferocious unnecessarily? You don't think that they need to be held accountable when they do the stuff that's wrong that they do? Like, let's just take, for example, the lady that just tried to sue Cardi B's boyfriend. Clearly, she was lying, and there were other Black women that held her accountable. You don't think she deserved to be held accountable in the court of law? I do.
Well, what I think, let me tell you what I think, Rosie. I think that I'm going to send you an application. And you need to fill it out, and I may authorize you to join the Divine Feminine. That I think that you are out of line as a woman.
By the way.
Give me a minute.
You don't think that some women do need to be held accountable for the stuff that they do wrong to men? Like, I understand you think that men haven't done shit for 100 years, but women are right along with men, right next to them, riding or not, doing some foul shit. You don't think they need to be called out for that?
First thing is, I'm telling you, don't play with me. Everybody need to be accountable. So when women do stuff that they shouldn't do, they should be accountable. When men do things that they shouldn't do, Rosie, they should be accountable. The problem is that you as a woman is on the man's side dealing with misandry. Instead of dealing with misogyny,
not always.
you
I just held
on the man's side
accountable
because you are deep riding. For some reason, instead of you studying the history of what happened to women, you are on your channel. And let me see. I got. If anybody can see, this is misandry with Jada Pinkett.
Clearly misandrist. She's clearly.
Then you got misandry with another Black woman, and then you got misandry here again. And she
was a white woman. She was a.
So, question: if Black men can't hold Black women accountable, who can? Because it seemed like us as Black women, we can't hold Black women accountable. Mm-hmm. Who is authorized to hold Black women accountable?
That's a fair question. I'm racking my brain. I've never heard one of them say that. Like,
it seems like nobody can hold Black women accountable.
Right.
We do some foul stuff, just like Black men do some foul stuff.
Everybody.
Like, hold people accountable. Like, it is misandry. A lot of the stuff that we doing, not just Black women, a lot of women in general, is just misandrous. Like, it's like they like queasy over here. When you bring up men, they go into queasy mode. Like, dang, who hurt you? Oh, what did men do to you? Okay, yeah. I think all the sisters can say this. You've been hurt by a man, but do that leave you jaded, where every man is just, I hate all of y'all? I've been hurt.
It's part of life.
It's a part of life. Like, and also women hurt you too.
Absolutely.
So what? That didn't leave me jaded. I'm optimistic. And I've been shown otherwise, that there are good men out here that will treat you, with love and respect and all of that. I know y'all coming in these comments talking about we misogynistic. Well, I don't see where it's misogynistic when you're loved and supported and respected as a Black woman, because that's what I am.
Right, woman.
Now let me explain to you something, Rosie. We have the manosphere that's standing up for themselves. We got the Tommy Sotomayor's, we got the No Fugazi, we got the Marquettes, we got the Hebrews, we got men that's standing up for themselves. Already. The question that you're going to answer today is, why in the hell are you doing manosphere speaking points for niggas instead of helping the Black woman to heal from what niggas did to us? Talk to
See,
me.
that's the
Talk
see,
black to me
that's
today.
the part right there.
Rosie. Talk
See?
black to
Because
me
I
today.
don't think,
See?
because I think that it's too many women like you telling black women to act like bulldogs. I don't think they need any fucking assistance. I think they need some fucking accountability. How about that? How about
Okay,
that?
so
It's
that's
one
Boy,
thing,
Rosie,
it's one
so
thing to defend
snapping a
yourself
little
if
bit.
something wrong is happening to you. It's another thing for you just to be pulling shit out of the sky and trying to hold men's feet to the fire just because you can't get your shit together. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. You want to talk about, you just brought up, I brought up Tisha Campbell. You want to bring up Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett is a fucking eyesore. She's a problem. If she's not happy
That's a
with Will
fact.
Smith, she needs to leave his ass alone. She has choices just like you or me. So what?
I ain't
I
never
gotta
seen
agree.
Smell the Roses fired up like this.
Right. That's true. She's scratching. She's like, nah, you ain't gonna challenge. You know, but if she aligns more with, I'm saying, if this is her real get down, this is how she feel. What she's producing, we're gonna take her at face value because we don't know if she be lying or anything like that.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go off of what she's putting out. If she aligns with her lifestyle, her opinions, her values is more of a manosphere, I guess what you say. Well, that's how she feels. She's not wrong for that. That's what she feels is, the structure and order of things. That's what she would like to get back to. That's what she feels comfortable in operating. That's her choice. Like, I don't think she's doing anything wrong. Like Queasy,
No.
you want to be on the outside and antagonist and all that. That's your choice. Like, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But I find it funny that, the divine feminine, the God, the queens, and these deities that they are. And then the first time something happened to them, the men did X, Y, Z, and it's the men. I thought y'all was the gods and the creators and the movers and the shakers. Like, you can't blame the kings, don't blame the peasants. Like,
And
if
think
you're
about it.
top, you can blame the ones in the bottom.
Think about it like this. They the same thing you were saying, that they claim to be all these goddesses, and the black woman is in control, and the black one, it should be a matriarchy and all of that. But why, when something happens, do you call on the black man to come get you out of the trouble? It never fails. We just saw, I don't know where it happened, but it was a lady having an argument with her boyfriend. She called her brothers. The brothers came in. Both of them got killed. And her and the boyfriend probably is just gonna go off and be together. So you call in black men, your brothers, to come help. They ran to your rescue, and they get unalived. So we do this every time. Oh, we just hate black men, and men in general is just the worst. They're the dregs of society. But when we need men to come protect us, who we call? We call 911, the fire. We call all of that. We need a big strapping man to come save us.
True.
Yep. Call women then. Call women. If you hate men so much, call women. I want y'all to stand on that. If you hate men so much, I want you to freaking stand on that.
Absolutely.
That means nothing in your life should involve men then.
If that's how you feel,
stand
live
on
it all the way. Live it 1000%. Why she didn't call her sisters or her girlfriends when she got into it with her boyfriend, baby daddy, or whatever he was? Like, you called your brother. You see how that go? You'll sacrifice a black man or get him to do your bidding whenever you get in trouble with your divine feminine mouth and all that. Or whatever, you think you tougher or more active and hostile than you really are. You ain't got no wins. Now you want to call black.
Why am I wrong for talking about the nasty things that black women do? They can do some nasty shit. Just because you're a black woman doesn't mean that you're God. I don't agree with that either. That was another talking point on your page. I don't agree that the black woman is God. You came from a man's rib according to the Bible. That's what I go off of. So I believe it's God, man, woman. So that's how I gear my life. That's how I have geared my page. And when I see Black women acting a fool, I hold them accountable. When I see Black men acting a fool, like I just did a read on Offset, I hold them accountable too. I can say that Black men are full of shit.
Rosie, I'm feeling very sorry for you.
Damn.
I really am right now. Hey, Rosie, don't talk, just receive it. Don't talk, just receive it. Because I'm going to beat your tail today. Did you just say that the woman came from the rib of a man? Yes or no?
Said, according to the Bible.
Just yes or
I'm
no?
Catholic. I'm Catholic. I understand
Yes or
you might
no?
be. Yes, I did.
Okay, you getting tossed. Did you say that the Black woman was not God?
Yeah, I do not believe that. I do not believe that.
Okay, and if you, okay, let me rephrase it. The Black woman is the only true and living God on this earth. I'm not talking about your fantasies. I'm not talking about mythos. I'm talking about God. Do you know what the description of a God is? I know you don't know it because you must be a Christian to be talking about that the woman came from the rib of a man.
I am a Christian.
That is an antiquated speaking point. Everybody that's conscious know that no woman came from a rib of a nigga. Everybody know that. And for you not to know that in 2026, you shouldn't have your ass up here. You need to be in somebody's historian or some college, not a biblical college, but a scientist. You need to have some scientists teach you
I
about
actually
what
went
really
to a Christian university.
And you was a fool to waste your money.
I am very versed in
And you was a fool to waste your money. For you to sit here and say that we as women came from the rib of a nigga, you must be out of your mind. Everybody and their mother know that that is nothing but allegory. There's nothing true about us coming from the rib of a man. And you,
so you know better. So where did you come from? So where did we come from?
We came from the divine creator. Where else did we come from?
So if you came from a divine creator, how are you then divine and considering yourself God?
That's a great question.
But see, in some faiths, religious sectors, and things of that nature, some folks do believe that they are from God, like the Muslim brother or the 5%ers or whatever you want to call it, however you want to classify the brothers. Like they call themselves God. Like they feel that the man is God. The man, God is in the man on earth. You know, they don't call a woman God though. Funny thing, they call themselves gods. So I can kind of get it in that aspect. But what Smell the Roses said was right. Like if you come from that, just what you're saying, then how could you be that at the same time? And one more thing on the subject. Okay, let's say it was the other way around. The man came from the woman's rib. Let's say it was that way, or something. The woman came first before the man, whatever, however you want to believe. We still pair up to survive. So it really doesn't matter. We ain't going nowhere if we on opposite sides of this. We need each other. We pair up to survive. So they both need each other. It don't matter who's first, second. Like that's kind of semantics. If whatever you want to believe or you feel comfortable believing, it doesn't change the overall. We pair up to survive. Who's first? Who put here? Like whatever you believe or wherever you fall into that, you're going to apply your Christian, the biblical explanation or whatever faith denomination you got going on. But it's still the same, irregardless. And that is a word before you get in the comments. We pair up to survive. Go ahead, Queen.
Because the divine creator is completely and directly embodied in a Black woman. We were the only people here in the very beginning, Rosie. Nobody else was here. White people just got here about 10,000 years ago. We've been here. The Black woman has been here over 200,000 years, Rosie. Did you know that? Did you know that the Johnny-come-lately white race emerged about 10,000 years ago? Did you know that?
So how did the Black woman survive here?
So what I am trying to tell you is that let me break it down like this, Rosie. The divine creator is what? A life force. It's a force that's pulsating, giving
So
life.
white women don't give life. They're not
They are
forcing.
demigods. They
Oh.
are a creation of the
Here
black
we go
woman.
with that demigod shit
Be
again.
quiet.
We heard
quiet,
that
Rosie.
before.
Shut it down, Rosie. You know that the black woman was here first. You know every single person on this earth came from the bosom of the black woman, and that's nothing to debate. Everybody knows that the black woman was here first, Rosie.
Lord,
not
their
you,
comments is
not
crazy.
the biracials, not white, not Asians, not Latinos. The black woman, she sat on the throne alone for hundreds of thousands of years before any of you came. That's a fact. That is a fact. And you need to go back to that Christian school and tell them to take ask for a refund. Tell them they robbed your ass. Because you up here talking fugazi.
Okay, so I agree that
the black woman's been here for 200,000 years. What was we doing? What was we doing? Before the black man arrived, I guess one day we decided to create the black man. What was we doing in between? Why did we need the black man then? If we was just doing so fine and dandy and we was just a sisterhood, an ancient sisterhood, walking around with cornrows and hembe grease and essential oils.
Right.
Right. We had a aura about us.
And them little bull rings,
right,
rings and all that. That was it.
We had all of that going on, you know, it smelled like cocoa butter and everything. So we had all of that going on. Sister, all that. Yeah. Why did we need anybody else? Why did we decide to create anybody else then? Why? We was doing just fine. Anyways, it just sounds ridiculous. At this point, I think Dungquesha made up a religion.
I mean, it's possible. Yeah.
She done made it up. And who is her followers? Who following this?
Them divine feminists out there.
Right. And so the divine feminine and just feminine is two different things. She's believing that her belief is surrounding a goddess and all of that, not just a woman in the feminine nature. And I don't think we're goddesses. So I don't think that. But men are masculine or supposed to have the masculine energy, and women are supposed to have the feminine energy. Yeah. The divine feminine is taking it to a whole different level and putting you on level or on par with God. And I don't.
And that's I gotta draw the line. It's just femininity. Like that's your femininity is where it's at. It's not a extra level or a higher level that's gonna leave you superior than like your femininity is your superpower. Like that is that's it. Like there's no divinity to it. It's nothing more to it. It's just your femininity. Like what Dungquesha is describing and acting out is masculinity. Yeah. So what are you trying to tell me is that women are really men? Like Like that doesn't make sense. She
basically in the creation story, she basically switched our positions. The women are now the men in the creation story. That's all she did.
Right. To give them that, divine feminine, and they were here eons before anybody else.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe that.
She could believe whatever she wants.
She welcome to her own beliefs, but I don't believe
I ain't going.
I ain't going.
I gotta respect. And you know what? Let me give Sister Queasy some props. I gotta respect her because she stand on that. She's not wavering. She's not the ridicule. She's been on channels battling, fighting, yelling, scrapping.
Tooth and nail.
That's what she believes. If she's standing on that, go ahead. I'm just not going. That's what I'm saying. I ain't going.
I'm not going. Another question I have is, the Black woman got the divine femininity and all of that, but how we get to God-like level with the femininity, but we not even feminine across the board? Would you try to achieve just being feminine
first
before you get to the divine feminine?
Right.
Because now you at mere mortal level. Right. And then we want to skip being immortal and just go to God. Okay.
Now you're right, Queen.
You
I
just
always
want to
say
be
it,
godlike.
I always
Like,
say it.
can we focus on just being feminine?
Right. The
Because we don't got
fundamentals.
that down.
It's the fundamentals. You got to know how to use your left hand before you start throwing it around your back. Like, you can't even catch the ball with your other hand. You can't do tricks yet. One at a time. Like,
so it's like we skipped a step. Of course, I don't believe in all this goddess stuff, but I'm saying,
yeah, I'm humoring you. Let's humor her for a
I'm
second.
humoring her for a second. Like, how we skip just being feminine, and we went to God tier.
Right.
Okay.
Civilization started from a Black woman, and I guess if you're going to use that context to consider Black woman God, to me that's strange because every species adapts. So white people are an adaptation of people that came out of Africa, but that never stopped white women from being able to have babies. Okay, I'm biracial, so my Spanish, white, European mother had me. That doesn't make you any different from her today, in today's time. And that damn sure doesn't make either one of y'all God. And I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it.
That's because, Rosie, I'm not gonna go in on you. That's because you can't claim.
Go in on me.
Hey, Rosie, you can't claim. You Black on Monday, you white on Tuesday.
No,
Black on Wednesday,
I never.
Hey, you
don't do
cannot
that.
claim something. So you like to just dance in the middle of it. You like to be in the middle of it.
You brought up biracial. Brought up biracial, so I have to acknowledge that my mother is white and she can have babies just like Black women can have babies.
You are out of control, Rosie. It's not your turn. Now you gotta sit and let me cook for a second, and then you cook. Now you out of control. Now, like I said, I'm a full Black woman. I done did my DNA. 80 to 90%.
No. You don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. You don't have any white people in your ancestry.
Don't make me have to pull it on you.
She'll deny it. And if you are an American Black person, you are going to have about 80% of African ancestry. And the other part is going to be mixed. She just said 80-something%. You, congrats, you're an American Black woman, Queasy.
True.
Congrats. Now, what's the other part of it? She probably completely denied all that other stuff that's in there.
She denounced it. It's not in her bloodline. The divine feminine Black supremacist won't have her have 0.5% Spanish in there.
Right. She'll never tell us.
Won't allow it.
She'll never tell us. So we supposed to, that's what American Black people got 80-something, is around 80% of African descent, because we mixed with a whole bunch of other stuff. So, hey.
Like a range. You're going to have
it's a range
in between there. If you, FBA or any points after. You know, we all know how we got here and all. We don't have
we know that. Let's continue.
No,
don't make me have to pull it on you. It is.
You don't get to say you're 100% anything. None of us get to say that.
Interrupt Queasy. Shut your ass up, Rosie. You are not about to interrupt Queasy. That's not about to happen. You are out of control. You fumbling all around because you ain't got no world view. You are
100% hyena. Yes.
You are biracial or mulatto, just floating around this motherfucker with no roots, and therefore you out of control. Shut your up, Rosie.
I don't understand what makes there's nothing different between a Black woman having a baby and a white woman having a baby.
That's why I said that you need to go back to that Christian college and tell them.
No, I'm going to you. I'm asking you.
I am about to answer. You cannot stop me from starting out how I want to. Be quiet. Go to that college and take that certificate and wipe it up your. Nobody said that it is a difference between a white woman having a baby and a Black woman. I am telling you that originally that I get to claim from my cultural reality, not yours. You are Johnny come lately. 10,000 years ago, I've been here 200,000. I am trying to teach you that in the beginning, before anything existed, the black woman, nobody else, the black woman sat on the throne alone. There was no biracials, no whites, and that's what makes us the God of life, because everybody on this planet came from me and not you, Rosie. So you need to take a back seat and know that I'm the dominant and you are the recessive. I am the dominant and your is the recessive. That's fact.
No.
What you got for me,
I
Rosie?
understand that black women calling themselves God might sound empowering, but it becomes dangerous when you start saying like they need to act like pit bulls and they don't need to be held accountable and they can't hold themselves to a. Why don't they hold themselves to a godly standard? If they're gods, why are they out here running amok, running astray, doing bullshit?
I've heard
Tell me
sisters
that.
say this before. I've heard a couple sisters say that, like, if that's how y'all feel, and we the goddesses, queens, and divine earths, and all that, like, why are we acting like peasantry out here? Like, we not showing up like that. You know what I mean? And this is true. That's a fair point. A very fair point, Roses. Like, why are we not adopting that all the way around? Like, you want the title of the respect and the cultural impact and the seat, but you don't want to act accordingly if you had the seat. Like, that's deep. Something to think about, man.
Oh, I can answer that. I'm telling you, Rosie.
It's a black man's fault. You gonna go there, you gonna say it's a black man's fault. The black man got the woman running amok, going astray, acting a fool, shaking their ass, being mega stallions. That's what you gonna say. It's a black man's fault.
No, what I'm gonna say is you are the epitome of a dick rider. That's what I'm gonna say,
Okay,
Rosie.
I'll be that.
You are the epitome of a dusty ass dick rider.
That's actually my favorite.
Roses
on my toes. Dungquesha.
God damn it.
So the reason why black women act so poorly today, like we're gonna say Meg the Stallion, Jada Pinkett, you brought up Jada Pinkett. I'm about to drop a video on Cheyenne Bryant pretending to be a doctor. Tisha Campbell came out and lied on Martin Lawrence. All these women are portraying bad behavior. I want to know, if they're so godly, why do they do that?
The reason why the black woman is acting out is 110% because of the damage of the black man, of men in general. I'm going to say men. The reason why our community and our women are completely out of line is because of men. So let me break it down to you. In the beginning, we were the first gods. We were the first teachers. We were worship. Go, throw that Christian book away. We were worship. And what happened is, in antiquity, the man decided to rebel against his creator, which was us. And he came with physical violence. He was lynching us. He was doing sexual assaults. He was hanging us. No, I already said lynching. He was throwing us off cliffs. He was murdering us. He had got a book, which is the Bible, made us into property, put us alongside animals. Don't covet a man's horse, his dog, his wife. And he broke us down so bad as women that we had low self-esteem, no self-worth.
How they overpowered the creators, man. You tell it. I ain't going there. Queasy, I don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke. You got it. Your creation story and your origin, it sounds, if it makes sense to you, it sounds a little far-fetched to me. But this is all like high fantasy. This is Narnia type. Long time ago in a land far away type shit.
She's basing this off of the Eve gene, which basically is saying that we came from this lady back 200 something years ago. I think they took this Eve gene and just ran with it. Like, So everybody came for me. Okay, that's as far as they can trace it back. Who knows? In another 20, 30 years, they might find another lady or something else. Technology and all of this stuff keeps advancing. That's what I think, y'all. She took that and ran with that because it kind of fits her story, her narrative.
And eventually we kicked into self-hate. So what you see is the result of man destroying the divine feminine, coming up with a system of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and he removed us. We were divine in the beginning, and he did it by force. So when you see us out here twerking and jerking, it is because it was a systematic elimination of the divine divinity of Black women. We were, and this was on purpose. This was an erasure. Erased us out of all the text.
I'm done.
Again, if you're the divine creator, you just told me you got overpowered and manipulated in your mind, but you're the divine. How does that happen? Of all the things in the stories, if you're biblical or any book, religious, God's not getting manipulated. Like that doesn't work like that. You, the human, might be manipulated and went astray and all that or whatever, went against his path. How you get overpowered and manipulated, but you're the being, the divinity, like that doesn't make sense. Even in her creation story, there's no accountability. That's crazy. Like, and Queasy, again, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no beef. I'm just hearing what you're saying and trying to parse it out. That doesn't make any sense. And the homie that put that comment, that's exactly what I said before. Like, there's no facts here. This is high fantasy, placed far ago and long, with the scroll going up the screen like Star Wars, long time ago, far away. That's all this is. I don't want no smoke, except for that good ass weed you probably hitting, because I know you got it blinking like Eddie Griffin in there. I know she got that. Now, if that ain't no myth, Queasy got that good side.
For all we know, she might be on that. She might be on that PCP with Miracle. For all we know.
You know what? That's when I gotta leave. That's when I jump off the cipher. When she starts ciphering the PCP, I'm out of there.
We still got some more of this debate. She's gonna continue on her and Smell the Roses. So meet us in part 2.